Welcome to Vermont, a state you might not think of is known for its food, but it's home to Ben & Jerry's, farm to table, and maple everything. We're Kristin and Will, and today we're in Vermont to show you why this is an absolute can't miss food destination.
Our first stop is a breakfast place that's gone viral for their over-the-top, incredible breakfast sandwiches, the Café HOT. I'd be surprised if you can find their creations anywhere else. They're known for their chicken fried egg, which is basically an egg fried just like you'd fry chicken, and it looks the same as well. But when you bite into it, it's an egg yolk explosion. Let's give it a try. Oh my God. This first sandwich is called the number 9. It has a biscuit, and then inside is that chicken fried egg. You could see all the honey dripping out of it. It's got a little kick to it as well, which I feel like complements that fried egg and that biscuit so nicely. The chicken fried egg is insane. I haven't got to the yolk yet, but I feel like it literally looks like it's chicken, but yet it tastes like egg. And this biscuit is so nice and flaky. I can't get over this. All right, let's try this next one. This is their take on a traditional breakfast sandwich. They call it the breakfast sandwich. It's got egg wrapped in this crispy cheese, a milk bun. It's got a miso mayo and a chili pepper paste. Let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. The flavors in this are amazing. I love the miso mayo. It adds this creaminess, but yet you get a crunch from that crispy cheese. I also love how that chili pepper paste gives a little bit of spice and adds like that extra flavor. And the eggs are also so soft. This thing is so good. Oh my God.
This place has some pretty incredible looking creations. These things look ridiculous. They also have these things called bonuts, which are donuts made with biscuit dough that look pretty phenomenal as well. We're definitely gonna have to come back and try those one time, but for now, let's give this a go. That's so good. There is so much honey on this. The biscuits are so light and buttery. Oh my God, incredible. All right, let's try this breakfast sandwich. Wow. I love those Mexican influences that you get in this one between the chili pepper paste and the cilantro and that crispy cheese. And there's also like a little bit of Asian influence going on with that miso mayo. It is so freaking good.
I feel like this works for the food tour. When most people think of Vermont, they think of dairy. I mean, they literally have a cheese council and a cheese trail. But one of the largest and most famous creameries here is Cabot. It's been around for 100 years, and it's actually a farmers cooperative, meaning it's made up of local farms owned by individual families. Not only can you find their cheeses in grocery stores around the country, they're also award-winning. So I cannot wait to give it a try. Wow, habanero. Spicy. So we just tried this Alpine cheddar with this heirloom apple jam, and it was so good. So we're getting some. Hi, just this. So we just got to try a ton of cheeses, and we decided our favorite was this extra sharp cheddar cheese. And pairing it with this heirloom apple butter was 10 out of 10. One of the workers in there said that this will make the best grilled cheese you've ever had in your life, and I am definitely trying it.
We're sticking with the dairy theme with the most famous name, or names, I guess, in Vermont, Ben & Jerry's. We headed inside for our factory tour. It starts off with a movie about the company's history before they take you to see the shop floor. You can't film in there, so I'd highly recommend Nick DiGiovanni's video if you want to check it out. And afterwards, they take you to the flavor lab for your free sample.
This is so good. So creamy. And the cookies are delicious.
You also took the largest free sample I've ever seen in my entire life.
I did. I think I got the biggest one. Hi. Can I do a small sugar cone with maple walnut? We couldn't leave without trying one more flavor, so we decided on the maple walnut because you can only get it here at the Waterbury location. This thing is dripping all over me, so let's just jump right in. Wow, that tastes so fresh. It's so creamy. It is very sweet though. I feel like the walnuts kind of cut the sweetness a little bit and add a little bit of a salty kick, but it's very mapley.
Very melty.
Yeah, very melty. It was really cool to see the production facility. We learned a lot. Apparently they make one flavor for 72 hours and then they clean for up to 25 hours. And then we got to try a flavor. We tried sweet cream and cookies. Honestly, I've never had cookies and cream from Ben & Jerry's, but I think it's one of my favorite flavors. I just love that you can see the Oreos.
It's really sweet. It's not that maple forward. I'm definitely not surprised that this is the current flavor that they offer here because it just makes too much sense. But she was also saying that they offer some more experimental flavors from the flavor lab when those are being cooked up. So I'd love to be here for some really funny ones. I wonder how this maple ice cream is gonna taste compared to a maple creamy.
Finally, it was time to head to the flavor graveyard, where you can see all the crazy concoctions that just never caught on.
This one sounds good. I wonder why they were discontinued. We won't blame the macadamian, but we were kind of in denial. The marketplace has spoken. Mac got Aloha off the aisle.
Which is your favorite one that they should bring back?
The sweet potato pie. That one's the most weird to me. This is it. Miss Jelina's sweet potato pie. Swirls of sweet potato pie filling and cinnamon pieces in a slightly spicy sweet potato pie ice cream. That's gotta be the weirdest one.
Our next stop is a Vermont staple, Al's French fries. It's been here since 1946, making it as old as McDonald's, and was named an American classic by James Beard in 2010. We've heard some mixed reviews about the food. Some people love it, some people say it's gone downhill recently, but it's an absolute nostalgia trip in here, so we are gonna give it a try. First of all, their namesake, the French fries. They look hand cut. I'm very excited to try them. Wow, honestly the perfect French fry. Crispy on the outside, warm and soft on the inside, just lightly salted, not too salty at all. They're like a little bit sweet actually, which is kind of interesting. So good. All right, let me try this burger. This is definitely a tiny burger. I mean, it was really cheap, but I would say we should have probably gone for the double burger because this is a very tiny little patty. To me, it's kind of like a in between of like a White Castle and a McDonald's burger. It's just your classic like fast food burger, but you know, it is still pretty good.
Yeah, the thing that stands out to me the most is they're kind of sweet. I've never had a French fry with like a little sweet kick to it. The saltiness is perfect. These are addicting. It's very flavorful. Simple, classic. It kind of tastes like there's butter on the bun. I don't know, I think it's good. I'm obsessed with this. How cute. Small fry.
This has really been like a baby shirt tour of Vermont.
Wow.
Ice cream number 3 today?
Yeah, we've had a lot of ice cream today. This one smells very mapley. You may be surprised that we didn't include maple or apple cider on this list, and that's because we made a whole separate Vermont fall food tour, so definitely check that out. But since we were here, we had to try a maple creamy. A maple creamy is basically the coming together of Vermont's 2 famous foods, dairy and maple syrup. So let's try it. This thing is melting, so we can't wait much longer. Wow, that's good. And the maple flavor is on point. It's a lot more mapley than being really overly sweet. The flavor here is just better to me than the one we had at Ben & Jerry's. This is yummy. It's also so soft. My tongue cuts right through the ice cream.
This is what people stick around for. I bet you no other food show has ever talked about how their tongue has cut through ice cream before.
Oh man, keep it interesting. Okay, you can go.
You wanted to make sure you licked the entire perimeter of the comb first.
I just needed to make sure. I gave it a once over. And now it's your turn. You can't come to Vermont without experiencing some farm-to-table cooking. Locally sourced ingredients are a big deal here, and Farmers and Foragers has the most unique execution of that we've seen. It's a food truck located right on Lake Champlain, and the views are absolutely spectacular. It's also a beautiful day. The vibes are amazing. We didn't want to get too much to drink because, a little foreshadowing, we're going to a brewery for our next stop, but we couldn't resist this yuzu and ginger cider from Shacksbury Farm, located right here in Vermont. Let's give it a try. That is perfect for summer. It's got a little bit of that yuzu, lemon, citrus flavor, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of apple. It is perfect and so refreshing.
One thing I absolutely love about this place is that you can actually see the name of all the farms where your food is coming from right here on the menu. The description for our watermelon and feta salad says Homicala Farm yellow watermelons, Jericho Settlers Farm European cucumbers, Maplebrook Farm feta, basil mint, Trillium Hill Farm Fresno red peppers, and greens with a red wine vinaigrette. That is pretty crazy, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that on a menu before.
So we decided on the lobster roll, comes with chips and a pickle. Also the watermelon and feta salad. I've never seen yellow watermelon before, so very excited to try that. And then we also got the scallop ceviche with chips that were made 8 minutes down the road, which is so cool. I'm gonna start with this lobster roll. That is to die for. The lobster is so nice and buttery. The scallions on top add like a little extra flavor. The lobster is so sweet, and then the bun is even sweeter. It almost tastes like a sweet Hawaiian bread in like roll form. It is delicious and like the perfect vessel for that buttery lobster. Like the lobster is sweet in itself, but like adding that bun just takes it to another level. Next, let's try this watermelon and feta salad. I think I might just have to try this like yellow watermelon first because I'm so curious. That is so different. It kind of just tastes like a less sweet watermelon. And there's mint on here too, which adds such nice flavor. I would never think to put mint and watermelon together, but it's such a good compliment. All right, let me make sure I get some watermelon, some feta, some of these seasonings. That is so good. Perfect for summer. It is so refreshing. The feta adds a little saltiness against that sweet watermelon. And then I like how the yellow watermelon kind of breaks up that sweetness because it's not as sweet as the pink watermelon. That is so delicious. And everything tastes so fresh. That's what I love about Farm to Table is you can really taste like how homemade everything is. And I absolutely love that. But it looks so pretty in the bowl. It's so colorful. Last but not least, scallop ceviche. Wow, that scallop melted in my mouth. And I love the pepper. It kind of has like a little bit of a Mexican flair to it. Again, everything tastes so fresh. And these corn tortillas are so nice and salty. And it just is, it's the perfect vessel for the ceviche. This is unbelievable. Everything is delicious. I love it here. What a vibe.
That lobster roll was one of the best I've ever had. It was a Connecticut style, which I do think is a superior style. We are planning a trip to Maine soon, so maybe they'll prove us wrong, but it was outstanding. All of the food here was delicious. On to our last stop. A Vermont food tour wouldn't be complete without a stop at a local brewery. It has more breweries per capita than every state in the country, with 5 times more than New York. So it was so hard to pick just one, but we decided on Foam Brewery, which is right outside downtown Burlington and right on Lake Champlain. It's only been around since 2016, but it's already won numerous awards, including for this one, Built to Spill, which is their most popular. I am so excited to give it a try. It's hoppy, it's citrusy, it's so refreshing, really, really good.
I went with their seasonal special called the Fall. Ooh, definitely has darker beer notes. It's a little spicy. It's a little bit heavier. It's not super refreshing, but very tasty.
Well, I hope that we've inspired you to add Vermont to your food bucket list, but everything we had today was amazing. The creamy alone is enough of a reason to come here. It was so freaking good, but let us know what you guys have thought of it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.